All right. Hey guys, how you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft with CryinMo. We're gonna get ready to take a nap here, but anyway, thank you guys for coming back. I am happy that you are here, and I am looking forward to hanging out today. And yes, we are going to not fall in the water while I talk. Real quick, we are going to work on this dull facade right here today, and possibly get to work on decorating the storage room, which is sort of the central hub of any base, isn't it? You spend most of your time in the storage room because that's where all the stuff is that you need to put away and you need to pick up in order to play the game and build stuff. So that's why I always figure the storage room is pretty central. Okay, so the plan here is I'm going to carve all this out, and we are going to make basically what we're going to make today is a cactus farm. Been meaning to make a cactus farm, and this is the perfect space to do so. And I do, like I said, we have a cool plan. I think it's going to be visually nice, aesthetically pleasing, and functional at the same time. So let's hold on to our hats here, and we'll jump forward in time and take a look at this area cleared out and getting ready for the cactus farm itself. Okay, so what are we gonna do here for this cactus farm? I did map this out in creative mode, of course, so that we can, so I had an idea for what the actual build was gonna look like, because I needed to work out how the water flow was gonna go before, I actually started doing this. This first shelf is where the first water source, well, the only water source blocks will go. Only meaning for this side I want it to cascade down so these water source blocks will cascade down several tiers to get to the bottom. Now I know we could make this just a giant cactus farm, and we could have maximum efficiency by just laying out rows and rows and rows and rows of cactus to fill this entire area and just have water flowing down the sides. But I don't know, for aesthetic purposes I'm gonna totally not go with efficiency. Sometimes you have to sacrifice efficiency for aesthetics, and I want this sort of cascading canyon look to it, I think. Of course, I could put it in here and think it's horrible, so you never know. Let's see how it goes, and we'll check it out in just 1 second. All right, so we've got, whoa, no, let's not do that. Come on. Man, didn't think about them spawning in here so soon. All right, so so I've got this in here now, and now that I see it in place, this is the reason why I do things in a creative version of the world, which I didn't do for this because I didn't see it in place. I just saw it I just sort of had an abstract idea, and while I like it, I think it'll look cool from certain perspectives, not necessarily every perspective. So this here is a little unexpected as far as my envisioning of what this might look like from far away. So the idea here is we're going to have cactus in here, of course. We have water flowing down the sides, and here it's going to spill over, of course. So we'll have a curtain, this sort of V, I'm assuming we'll have this sort of V-shaped curtain of water flowing down, and then we can take it over this or whatever we want to do with it around here, or collect it, or whatever. Let's throw some water in there and let's see what it looks like. We'll embed some lighting in here and all kinds of decorative things we can do. But let's see just what it looks like flowing. Oh, that's kind of interesting there, because obviously we can see through the water there. We can change that, whatever surface we have in there. And it is flowing almost all the way. Oh, man. Dude. Hello. Where are your parents? Huh? Are you lost? Are you lost, little guy? Yeah, I should probably name that dude. Put him over there. Anyway, we will take you out for now and find some of your brothers at a later date. Okay, so this is going to be the way our trusty iron bars here. They look really pretty awesome, I think, in this configuration. I'll get this laid in there so you can see what it looks like. Oh, let me do... let's do the chain first. So we go every other one. Don't want to fall off the edge again. I've done that plenty of times. There we go. And of course these will offset when we go down. Everything will be offset by 1. There we go. And then with our axe we will remove these guys. So anyway, there you go. That's the first layer. I'm going to do the rest, and we're just going to come down. I'm not going to take it like a whole wall all the way across. I don't think. I think I want to keep it just 1 layer down. Like I said, I'm not going for efficiency here. We want it to be functional, but I also want it to be very aesthetically pleasing. So I really like the idea now of cutting a big window in here and having another room back inside there where you can look out straight through all of the cactus, all of the cacti, to use the correct terminology. All right, guys, well, let me get this, I'll get the rest of it done, and we'll check it out in a second. There he is, Scary Jack. Hanging out. Oh, so cool. I know Halloween was, already passed, but during the recording of these episodes, Halloween came and went. Yeah, I had to go out and try to find some mobs with actual jack-o'-lanterns on their heads, and yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I really like them. I didn't even know that was a thing until I saw it on Reddit during Halloween morning. What's up, Tommy? How you doing, buddy? And here is our guy here, but I got this guy before I realized that there were actual jack-o'-lanterns on mob heads. And yeah, he doesn't have a jack-o'-lantern. He just got a pumpkin and a piece of meat from his poor old dad that was running ahead of him, and I had to shoot him in the face with an arrow. Anyway, next year we'll try to get a little guy with a jack-o'-lantern on his head. So here we go, guys. This is what I've been doing. Yeah, so this has been sort of a run and gun here in some ways. I didn't realize I was going to build that bridge. Let's pillar up here so we can actually see what I'm talking about. I changed the beacon color there. Tried yellow. Yellow is pretty cool. I might go with yellow. It's bright. But anyway, so yeah, so we're going pretty good here. I've got all the cactus in. It's fully functioning. Underneath there is, well, I'll show you in just a second. But I built this bridge here because I didn't know what I was going to do with this wall and the rest of this design. And I tried a couple different things in creative. And I ended up liking this the best, just sort of the water curtains here. And and then I was like, well, I need something to demarcate this, and of course we need to be able to get there. And then it occurred to me, well, we've got that design going here, and a little bridge here would be great. So there we go. So inside here, we're going to put a stairwell that goes up to our nether portal. And on this side, we'll have an elevator, something. I don't know. I'm kind of biting off more than I can chew here at this moment. So we definitely will put a stairwell in here because we definitely need a way to get from here all the way up to the nether portal in the meantime. And I've got some ideas for a couple of things up here, but let's go check out what I've got working up here. Oh, we're going to land on a cactus. Yep, of course. Okay, okay, okay. There we go, there we go. Alright, so this here, those little window breaks are just markers. I'm going to go in the back and put in a big window up there because it does look particularly awesome. But as you can see down here, the cactus will break off when it grows, fall down. It falls into this this trench right here. Underneath the trench, of course, we have got some wood blocks, and that you know, just runs the items down underneath underneath this airspace here. I use the nether fence and glass because they don't attach to each other, so it's the least amount of space that a cactus could maybe, that an item drop could sit on and get hung up on. And in order to make them, of course, not attach, these blocks here, the one we're standing on, and this one here opposite, are upside down stairs. Because if I put blocks, they would just attach, and it would be just sort of a mess. Once we're all finished in here, we will have this negative space left in here, and I'm not exactly sure what to do with it. We've got two of these spaces, one on each side. Now, the stairwell is going to come up here, and that's going to open this kind of way up. And we'll have this big sort of landing, and we have actually stairs that are going to go every which way. I'm just clearing out some of this nonsense here. Yeah, so we have that here, and then of course we have the same thing on this side. If I can jump in here, so we have the same thing on this side. And again, I was thinking, I don't know, there's a number of things we could put in here. Oddly enough, I don't know if you guys watch Exumavoid, you probably do, but Exuma just made, in like one of his last episodes, he made a vine farm, and the vine farm bizarrely has almost the same pattern. And if we were to put a vine farm right here, it would be kind of perfect, actually, and we could have running water that would bring the vines that we harvest down into a central collection point. And I don't know, so we could put a vine farm here with a lake basically right here, running water. We could put in, I thought, maybe a big grassy area with, I could even grow a tree in here. We could make a little park, a little garden. I just don't know how it's going to be accessed other than through the water curtain itself is, I think, the only way we're going to access it. But let's see what we got here if I can make this throw. Perfect. I just thought this POV right here, this view, is pretty stellar, actually. Huh. I really like this view right here. I think it's totally awesome. And yeah, I really like it. It's very, I don't know. It's cool, right? I think it's neat to look through this at this POV, but there's not really anything we can do here because obviously we've got our contraption right above our heads here. So the most I was thinking we could do is put a viewport here, like a window that we could walk by this, and we could make a sort of a hallway that goes down and maybe comes down over there via stairs and runs into our big hub of stairwells over there, the ones that will take us up to our sorting system and all the way up to the nether portal. And then you know, we could come up here and hang out and look at things, and then maybe I could continue through and we could wrap around this direction and come down into a park or the vine farm if we were to put it over there on that side. Or on this side we could put a vine farm as well. There goes a piece of cactus right there. Let's watch it go down. Alright, perfect. Runs down into the hopper down there. That's great. Put that in there. Alright, so anyway, if you guys have some ideas of what we should do behind the big negative space, let me know. Oh, it can come down. No, I'm going to get stuck down there. And yeah, we'll work on it. But we're not going to finish that out today. That's going to be definitely a project for later on. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going to finish the stairwells, even though I kind of need to do that. But what I am going to do, let me show you what's in here real quick, is just so you can see, I just have the cactus going down into a chest for now. And obviously this is the water trough right here that runs them down into our hopper there. so I got this built up here, and let's check it out. Got one final touch to do here at the very end, but let's see. You know what? Let's hide that for a minute so we can actually look at this here without that that beam there. So yeah, what do you guys think of this? I'm gonna maybe put some item frames there for the torches, or no, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. We'll do it in a minute. So yeah, as you can see, I went with the motif that we had sort of down in the skeleton farm. I just, yeah, I don't know, I thought it was pretty nice. So I think, of course, it incorporated the spruce wood that we have in the bridges overhead, and up there we kind of have this sort of light and dark thing going with the wood and the sand up there, and then of course all the wood and everything up there in the storage system. So yeah, this is what it's looking like here. I put black clay in the just back there to make it sort of look like it was dark and shadowy down there. I don't really know why. I've got water draining. It just seemed to tie in. Just, I don't know. Sometimes I just have ideas. I don't really know where they come from or what they're for or what the justification is. I just kind of go with it. And I was just getting really sick of that plain facade that we had there. And yeah, it looks really good from back here, don't you think? The arch is kind of interesting. We've got the circles down there. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Not sure about this background back there with the wood. That could change. We could change that background to anything really. But we'll see. Maybe dark wood would be better to go with instead of dark oak instead of the spruce. That might be good because I did use the dark oak as the supports, of course, the slabs that hold up the sand for the cacti. But yeah, we could easily do that. Oh no, 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 no. That's just so uncalled for, man. Why? Why did that? Where do these guys come from? I thought I had things lit up, at least insofar as nothing could approach us from down here. That is evidently incorrect. Well, nothing terribly hard to fix here. That's okay. So let me put in the last touch here, which let's see what you guys think of this. There's two things I'm going to do. Up we go, up we go, up we go. And yes. Let's go here. That might be too much. Well, let's check it out. We're going to put up one of our hanging lamps, our hanging chandeliers, just like we have under our other bridge over there. Those are the double tall chandeliers, but we can do the single tall here. I thought would fit just nicely. Let's see what that looks like there. Yeah, very nice. Perfect. Okay, it's not going to light the ground up, but I was going to maybe do in here, we could put that guy in there, and that guy can go in there. Okay, anyway, so we can do that, sort of banded into the spruce wood. I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty rad. I think that looks great. I don't know, what you guys let me know what you think. I think it looks, I think it's pretty nice. I'm digging it. It's at least starting to look like something out here. All right, so I'm gonna go upstairs and finish out the sorting room base, and we'll put in some of our item frames and all that stuff and get that, and then we'll wrap this episode up. So I've got this sort of laid in right here, and it's not super spectacular. I get it, it's kind of plain, but we got, since I was a lot like looking forward to decorating and everything, I was like, oh, that's right. Then all these things get covered with item frames, and I know item frames are supposed to introduce a lot of lag and stuff. Because they're entities. So yeah, so entities are just meaning they, as the game looks at them, they are computed as items that have not just block states. They also have additional information, data that's held with them in the game because they have to know what's inside of them. Potentially lag inducing, but you know what? I mean, we'll see how bad it gets. They are in the spawn chunks, so I don't really know what to expect. We have the capability here, because of these two hoppers right here. I had to build it to this height because that's how TwoName had his built, and all the timing was based on the number of chests he had up here, the number of hoppers, that the way the pyramids of all that redstone in the back, the way the pyramids of pumpkins with redstone torches and repeaters all work based on how far they had to go. So I just didn't want to have 7 chests tall because it's hard to reach that 7th chest when you're standing on the floor. But just so you know, we do have the capability to add a whole nother layer of chests all the way around. Not necessarily for our bulk item storage, but for all the multi-item sorter chests. I love that jump. It's so fun. Okay, so for a guy who can't do parkour in this game for nothing, I sure love to jump off of things and fall through the air. So I was going to put up, let's see, let's have 2 of those and a couple of extra chests. So we're going to put some, we'll put workbenches in here so we have easy access to workbenches. We probably need one over here as well, but I don't have space. And then we'll have an ender chest here and an ender chest over here. And then right up here, I was going to put, just because, well, we actually don't, this is just being overly designy with it. There's not really a necessary reason to do this, but, oh, let's do it this way. There we go. And then I could put a couple of these up here like that. There we go. And that's just a storage. That's just extra. You know, sometimes you just need extra storage up here in a storage area. Just chests to throw stuff into. And we might actually put a couple of extra chests, regular chests up here and over there. You know, we can put whatever we want in these rows here. And even on top of here, we can throw some. So I might do the same motif like that, and we can put an extra chest there and then cap that off with something fun. Here's the last thing I did, and I was messing around with so we have these big expanses right here, and I was like, I don't know, it's a lot of wall space. I filled it in with, I tried it with bone blocks, I tried it with bricks, I tried it with different decorative stuff, and then I finally decided just to keep it simple and actually see-through. But let me know what you guys think. You guys might really dislike this idea here, but we're gonna lay it in there right now, and you can check it out. I haven't laid in all the item frames yet either. In fact, I'm gonna be short item frames. I'm gonna have to go get more leather. Yes, I am. There we go. And throw in the light blue. Again, this is just a gradient, and again, you know, I'm just gonna. So a lot of the stuff I do, you know, is just for experiment's sake. We live with it for a little while, and then of course I might end up changing it one day down the road. It might be the next day. Might be the morning after I wake up and go like, that is a terrible idea. Why did I do that? Or just, oh, I got to fix some stuff. Last few item frames need to run across these stairs right there, and then we'll be all finished. All right, so there we go. That's all of our stuff finally in here. Everything's faced out. Got the see-through glass. I really like this glass, this little sort of the glass panes going from the white to the blue. I think it works, and see, we're kind of tying the blue into this blue we have in the water down here. I could have probably incorporated some green in there, but maybe in the ceiling we can put something in there. But again, I have zero idea what to do with the ceiling, and of course we might end up raising it a block anyway because of if we added an extra chest. But man, that's so high up to reach. But hopefully we can get away with not having to use that for now. But man, it'll be so nice just to have a sorting system finally. I'm so tired of putting stuff in manually into the chest. And wow, this is episode 49. Next episode is episode 50. Never ever thought I would get to episode 50. Never ever considered that I would actually make it this far. I will try to do something special for episode 50, just something to commemorate it, and also to commemorate my over 100 subscribers. Once again, guys, thank you so much. It's so awesome to have you guys on board, and thank you guys so much. Let me know what you think of this episode in the comments. I'll talk to you guys soon. Ask me anything. This is CryinMo. Hope you had a good time. See ya.